right, guys. We'll get started in 1 minute. All right, let's get started here. Welcome to the live session, Wednesday, September 17th. We had the Fed meeting today. They cut rates like we all thought they would do, 0.25 basis. And here we are. Market sold off all day, then came back and kind of did nothing. Now, where are we at? What is the dealio? What is the deal with the markets here? Well, we didn't sell off. We held up. Okay, we had a lot of action, but pretty much did nothing. Okay. You know, we are out of this divergence here that we had. We're out of it completely. We're out. All right. So now, what are the next steps? Well, let's see. Did we fill that gap there? We might not have. Let's see. 6606. And this one was 6611. No, we pretty much filled that gap there. Didn't quite get it. And then turned around there. We're basically forming a bull flag on the daily on ES SPY. And it still looks like it's holding up. Okay. 4-hour chart looks good. It bounced. It bounced right. It bounced right before the 50 here. All right, on SPY it bounced right on the 50. Okay, on the 1 hour, we weren't able to get above that 50 area until after hours. And after hours it started jumping around, getting through that. So now there's a squeeze on there, set up. So given all this, you know, market looks like it wants to go higher. Looks like it go high. It had a perfect time today to sell off. You know, it did initially, but then it didn't want to go that direction. So it just wanted to fill that gap, or most of that gap, to come right back up and then hold. So after this consolidation here on this bull flag, we break that 6,700. We're going to 67.64 and then 68.50. Okay, I don't see anything after today. If we don't fall tomorrow or this week anytime, then I don't see us falling. If we just go sideways here, we'll probably end up here and then go higher here. But if we didn't fall today, you know, unless there's a huge, massive down day tomorrow, I don't think this market wants to drop. It's not looking like it wants to drop right now. And looking at a couple banks and a couple other sectors, they're looking like, okay, they wanna push higher. A lot of financial stocks that I've been looking at today, they're looking like they want to push higher. Okay, so we'll take a look at those as well. All right, so we got ES right here, support at 66.03, 69, and we have gap fill at 60.66 or 66.06, and then we're holding this consolidation. This consolidation straight up right here. Okay, it still looks good. Unless we sell off and we get below the 6,600, then it looks like we're going higher. We're probably gonna go to 67, 64. All right, so let's take a look at SPY. All right, SPY. All right, SPY here. Remember I was saying we needed volume, right? We got volume today. It was a wishy-washy volume. We sold off to the support area, 654, 77. We turned up, and now we're holding this bull flag on the daily. Now, if we continue to hold that 654.77 and maintain this consolidation zone right here. Right there above that 658. We break out of that 661.78. We're going to go to the 666.83. So that's going to be the main big target right there. Okay, so even though we didn't do anything today, really too much, you know, we still have the possibility that we break out this week and we hit to this target at 66.6. After that, we have target at 673, and we are in this upper channel of this long channel right here. Okay, we're going towards the upper end of it, and we could just grind up on it as well. Okay, but you know, we broke that bearish divergence there. We broke that bearish divergence. And it's going now. So Fed meeting out of the way, basis points got cut. Everything that the market wanted got it. Even though it's all priced in, it's still holding. So it didn't do nothing today. We're gonna see tomorrow. We get that follow through. Do we get breakout of that 661.78? We go higher, 666. Okay, 673. Okay, for some way somehow we get some kind of news or whatnot, and we get some bad news and it sells off. You know, we got to hold that 654.77, or else it's gonna come back down 648, 650, and more. Right. So far, looks good. Looks like it wants to go higher. So can't argue with that. Perfect opportunity to sell off today. Did not do that. So it's telling us that, hey, it doesn't want to sell off. It wants to go higher, right? So we're not going to fight the trend. I just said be hedged. It was a very rocky day. It was a lot of volatility. A lot of volatility in the market today. But, the bulls ended up holding. And it looks like they're pushing now after hours. We're going to see if that follow through comes tomorrow. And we continue on with that action. Okay. So I am going to switch it on to Nasdaq. Okay. So Nasdaq's at all-time highs. And it's forming a bull flag there as well. All right. A bull flag there. And it looks good. It's right underneath the breakout point. 24,648. Okay, breaks that. We're gonna go 25,000, and then 25,600. So, I mean, we didn't quite get that gap fill, but we did get pretty. We filled a little bit of the gap, and then it turned up. So it looks like the Nasdaq and the Qs want to go higher. So tech is going to go higher. Okay. Okay, let's go to the Qs. The Qs. Okay, we see that bearish divergence was broken. Okay, we broke out of that triangle pattern here. Okay, we sold off here, came back, held it, put in a buy candle there. So now we wait and see, do we break this 592.86? We break through that, we go to 597. 606.80 is the main target there. 606.80. Okay. Support at 586.90 right here. So market wants to go, then market let it go. Let it go. Let the market go. We have, so far, I don't see any risk. Given there, I don't see any risk right now. All the divergences are broken. The patterns are broken out of. They're just simple patterns down, bull flags. Okay. I don't see anything after the meeting. Now, the meeting, it could have easily, had a big switch and everything could have turned, but it didn't. So now that that's over, get on to regular scheduled programs and let this market do what it wants. Okay, so it looks like it wants to go higher. It's going to go higher. We go 600, 602. So 597, 602. Okay, support 586.90. Okay. Okay, so that's SPY, and that is QQQ. Okay. IWM. All right. IWM looked like it rallied all day and then sold off. Okay. So, it's still kind of looking weak. We had that we're looking at this problem, right? Last week, it can't get past these levels. It's chopping around. It's slowly grinding up, but chopping around. RSI is kind of flimsy, right? It's not doing what it's supposed to do. Okay, it's we made a new high here, and we're at a low point here, so it's a flimsy RSI, a little divergence here, but basically just chop. Okay, so IWM not looking the best or the strongest in the markets at all. Okay, DIA kind of same thing. Had a day today, and they came back, and then closed underneath this guy. So had another false breakout. Right. So IWM and DIA been choppy up. Okay. So SPY, QQQ, they look good for hires. IWM, DIA, they look choppy up. But still up, okay? All right. Let's get into some stocks. MRK. Okay. MRK. MRK is in a chop area. You know, we had this chop area, this chop area, this chop area. Okay, it's in a chop area. It's in between moving averages. This means it's going to be choppy. And it's trying to hold that 100 SMA. If it holds it, it holds it. If not, it comes back down to 80, 77. Maybe bounces there, comes back up, and stays in this range. Try to break out here, failed, and now fired a bear flag down. So, choppy stock. You know, maybe it does something in the future, but I don't see anything with it right now. It tried to break out, failed, came back in. It's basically in the same spot it's been in the past couple months. I don't see it doing anything right now. I feel like it's dead money. Okay, sound broke the downtrend here. That's good. Look at sound is one of those stocks that I tell everybody, you know, if you want to be in it, buy some leaps on it and don't look at it again. You know, this is a very choppy stock. You know, it had its heyday right here. Okay, now it had its chopping a straight chop here, popped it, came back inside. Okay, you think it's gonna have another one of these? I wouldn't bet on it right now. But if you want to bet on it, I would say buy some longs on it and don't look at it again. Buy some leaps on it, don't look at it again. Does it look good for the short term? It's above the downtrend, so yeah. It does. All right. CRM. All right, see it. Salesforce. We talked about this last week. It's not ready yet. You know, it has room. Has a lot of room. So this thing could chop around for a little while. Doesn't look the best. I mean, if you want to be long it, go ahead. But short term, doesn't look like it's gonna do much yet. Below the 50 on the RSI, squeeze firing down. Below the support of 243. Below the 20 SMA. Below all the moving averages. Nothing crazy. I don't see anything crazy on this. So, I would feel like there's better things out there. Okay. All right. ET is holding that lower end of the support, 1744. That's good. As long as it holds that, you know, you have that upside to 18. Okay, you have that middle ground to 1728 or 1782. Okay. So, I mean, is it a buy here? Sure. I mean, RSI is above 50, squeeze forming, holding the 1744 support. It's inside the moving averages, so it's a little choppy. Needs to get above that. Once it's above the moving averages, they can make a move to that 18. Otherwise, yeah, it's a buy, but it's not a short-term buy. It's a longer buy. All right. MBLY. Mobileye, huh? Okay. All right, Mobileye looks like it's consolidating here. It's been consolidating here for a couple months. And then that RSA doesn't look great. It's trying to get over that 50. You have a lot of resistance up ahead. You have that 50 SMA, 100 SMA, 200 SMA. This thing is in consolidation zone. So you're going to be stuck in between $13.50 and $15. So it's going to go sideways like that until it gets out. It's stuck here, and it's going to be stuck here for a little while. And it looks like it's been stuck in this area for a couple weeks now. Let's see here. Yeah, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 weeks. 8 weeks, and then this is a very, very popular price that it likes to hang around at $13.50. So do I see anything right now with it? Not really. Not really. Unless some kind of news comes out, I don't think it does much. All right. CNC. Okay, it filled the gap today. Would it? Nope, no. I spoke too soon. Didn't fill the gap today. Okay, it popped and sold off every day since then. Okay. I don't hate the stock, but I don't love it. I think that this is a telling sign. It popped and then dropped slowly. I think it does fill that gap at a 31.31. So it has a little cup and it's building a little handle, but it's not ready yet. It probably won't be ready for another week or two. Yeah, it's definitely not ready yet. Okay. Lulu's been holding this 162. It's holding the weekly 200 SMA. So it's a long buy here. Long buy. So like I say, as long as it holds that 159, it's a long buy all day. Long-term buy. All right. XYZ stock has a consolidation zone here and the resistance zone right here. So we're consolidating, making a bull flag on the weekly. Okay, nice bull flag on the weekly right here. Can't get past that 200 SMA on the weekly, but it's a nice little bull flag. I think you could buy this one longer term, like a couple months out, maybe 3-4 months or even longer, a year out on this, and wait for that bull flag to fire, because when it fires, it'll go probably to 100. But you're just gonna have to wait. It's gonna fire when it wants, and right now it does not look like that's what it wants to do right now. It wants to consolidate. Okay. All right, TTD. Yeah, this stock. It was trash when I was down here. It's pretty much at these lows right here. So look, if you wanna play it versus these lows, go ahead. But once it breaks those lows, I would get out. If you want to play it versus the lows, go ahead. But don't get too comfortable in this area. Okay, then this might consolidate for a little while too, just because it's been down for a while. Okay. All right, Tesla. Okay, Tesla held at 409. Okay, we had an inside day yesterday, and then today we had an attempted breakout right at 425.70, and we closed right above it. We closed right above it, and if this continues on, we'll see 440 and 460. Okay, Apple. All right, Apple is just staying right there, that 240 area. It just can't get away from it. Can't get through it. We need to have some news to push that through it. Or needs a gap over it and then run. But it doesn't look like it could get through that 240 area. It doesn't have enough juice. It tried it once and twice. So Apple needs to get through that with some juice, and then this thing can make a run for that 250 area. Let's see here. CRWV. CRWV, look, it has a bull flag for me on the daily. It has to break 125 to fire, and then it goes to 130 and 140. Okay. Uber. Oh. All right, Uber. Hold on. All right, Uber broke out, hit 99.70, and then immediately sold off hard yesterday and today. This is never a good sign. Let's see, is there a divergence? It was a simple divergence. It's just a double top on here. You go right there. So they double topped on there, came back down. Okay, when here was definitely higher. So that is a divergence. We got hard selling, high volume selling. Okay, that's not good. So we got a false breakout, divergence, hard selling, and trying to hold on to that 50 SMA below the 20. Probably heading to the 100. Yeah, that's what it's looking like. I don't think this turns around and goes back up. I don't think that breakout happens. I think that this triggered a large order to sell right before 100. 30 cents before 100. Trigger that sell and push this all the way down. It's a big drop in 2 days. Okay. Okay. AMD. All right, AMD. AMD's been having trouble right here at 161. We talked about this last week. Last week we said it got up there and it failed. Came back here Now we're still trying to get past that 161, and it's not working. And then we have the 20 SMA cross over the 50, and now it's acting as resistance for our price. So acting as resistance for our price, and then cross over our 50, not a good sign. RSI can't get over the 50. Can't get over the 50. Not a good sign. Okay. I know I just said QQQ and tech is going higher. AMD and Nvidia, they're having kind of issues. But again, AMD and Nvidia are not just, what makes up tech. There's other semiconductors that are coming up in the world. Okay. And those ones are trying to get traction. These are the big ones, but maybe the big ones need to take a little break, put them on the sidelines for a little bit, and let the little guys play the game. Okay. Okay, Oracle got so close to that target. Sold off, got a bearish engulfing, and then now you have this resistance at 308. Right at 308, you have that resistance, and it needs to get above it. If it can get above it, it goes back to this resistance at 320 and 319. Okay, if it doesn't, we come visit this. At 290. If it goes to 290 and loses, we come back to 270. Okay, but right now looking like a bear flag. But it gets back over 308, can go higher. Below 290, it goes lower. All right, so on Oracle, I gotta look at the weekly here. Okay, so that's the weekly. That candle is it's forming a doji candle currently. Doji candle, and we'll see how it ends, because obviously today's Wednesday. But that doji candle not looking the best, especially with that candle right behind it. This large one with that big whip, and then here we got a little doji candle inside. Not the best. Monthly candle looks good. Okay. Yeah, we got above 308. It could be saved. Below 290, it's gonna fall. Okay. All right. Let's see here. All right. Nevitas semiconductor. All right. This one had good volume today. It's a semiconductor. We got in it leaps, longs, and lottos. Had a lot of interest in this today. Okay, above 642, that's very bullish. So we have an opportunity for this stock to consolidate in a nice giant weekly flag, or even a monthly flag. This is what I was looking at earlier today. I was looking at this monthly flag. So this monthly flag is insinuating that first of all, it looks great. Looks good. If we could finish this month off around $8, That will make this flag look really well. If we go even higher than that and even break out, that would be very crazy. Because our breakout target is double the price of what we're looking at right now. So this has an opportunity to literally go to 100% of the stock. So it could go to $12. It could go to $14, right? So it's $6.50 right now. Breaks out, we go 11.60 and 14.40. Okay, options on those will definitely double because the stock itself is doubling. So is this a good play? I think it's an excellent play. It has a very, very good opportunity. Looks good. RSI just got over 50 today. Okay, it was below. It was below that 50. It was rejecting that 50. And then we got over it today beautifully. And now it's setting up to take it off. Once we get past this 671, we're going to be above that 50 SMA. And we're going to start moving to 780. Okay. 780. 780 and $9. Okay, so this has the potential. We could really mood on this one. You know, if volume comes in. So today was the practice volume. It's $173. Tomorrow could be the monster volume. We could get monster volume tomorrow, and this stock could go $8. If it goes that, Friday could even be another monster day if it wants to break out. If it wants to break out and break 9, then we're going to have a monster 2 days with the monster volumes. And then that in itself would have our longs, our lottos, and our leafs insane. Okay? It's a possibility. I'm not just talking out my ass. Okay, so looks good. I like it. Everything looks good. I like it. Most of all, I like that monthly bull flag, and that potential, bottom there, and then we come up. If we break 1120, if we break 1130, if we break 1130, there's a very high probability that we could take this thing to 18. Yeah, very, very good possibility. If we break 1130, that we could go to 18. Okay, and if you, and those longs that we have, those leafs that we have, those will definitely bank hard. All right, so that's that. All right, what's next? AMD. I think I already did that one. Yeah, I already did that one. Okay, Oscar. All right, Oscar. Oscar here. Very overall choppy. You know, I played the stock once or twice, and once was good, once was bad. It's a very choppy stock. Pops and drops a lot. Right now it's on a drop. It's trying to hold at 1718, 1760 area. 1760 area, but it looks good. It has an indecision candle right at the 20th SMA. You know, if it's above 1758 tomorrow, you could buy it. But if it's below, I'm sorry. If it's above 1777 tomorrow, you could buy it. If it's below 1758, don't touch it. Don't buy it. Okay. So basically, if it's above the close, go for it. If it's below the open, don't touch it. Right. Otherwise, this thing might consolidate, go chop around. It's a very choppy, volatile stock. Okay, coin. All right, coin dropped today. Okay, our side came back, but we're still above 50. Squeeze is still intact. Okay, held the 20 SMA. Okay, had a fake breakout yesterday. That's what I was afraid about. It did pull back. It held the support at 315. Overall, longer term, this is fine. Fine, but it wanted to pull back and come back to the support. It held it. So it's just a little bull flag. So because it had that false breakout yesterday, this might consolidate a little bit before it wants to go again. Okay. MicroStrategy. It's going sideways. It's been going sideways. We've been saying it's going to go sideways. So it's going to go sideways for a little while. It's not ready yet. It tried to go and it got blocked by the 20 SMA. Got a bearish dark cloud cover on there. But this doesn't matter. It's just sideways. Sideways, sideways, sideways. So this thing does not want to go past 340. And it doesn't want to lose 320. So you're in that $20 range. But typically holding around 326. So chop, chop. All right, BA. BA, it's chopping around, doing nothing. Still at that still at that 315. I mean 215 right there. That 100 SMA. Got to see it move. You know, right now, not doing anything. Let's look at the lower time frames. Okay, there's a bullish divergence here on the 4 hour. That's a positive for up. Bullish divergence on the 1 hour. That's a positive for up. Okay. So all these are positive for up. We got to clear that 215.50 and that 218, but most importantly, that 215.50. Was it 216? What is that? All right, 216.64. 216.64. Okay, need to clear that, but we need to get back above 215.50 at the minimum. Okay, but otherwise, I like the divergence setting up. Would like to see more, and I like that it's holding that 215 area. But we got to see more. We need to see some life in it. It's not showing us life right now. It's kind of dead. But positive note, we have an indecision candle. Next candle should give us direction. All right. All right. All right. BMNR. Did I do that right? No. NR. All right. Talked about this one quite a few times already. It's in this consolidation zone. It's still in it. Nothing's going to happen until it's out of it. All right. So don't really know what to tell you on that. I said buy it near here, sell it near here. Unless it breaks out. Broke out here, failed. Came back down here. Okay, trying to break out again. Is it going to fill again? I don't know. Just trying to do it after hours, trying to break out above and gap over. Squeeze firing. Our side looks good. Okay, so, I mean, you need to stay above 58.25. Actually, more importantly, 59. You just got to stay above 59. You can stay above 59, hey, this thing has a chance to break out and go. But if it can't stay above 59, then it's going to fall back inside. Right there. So 59, you got to stay above 59. Okay. You can stay above 59. You'll be targeting 67. All right. All right, let's continue on. GLD. All right, GLD. All right, GLD. What is the thing of GLD? Okay. What are we thinking about GLD? Well, let's see. Do we have any divergences? Let's see. No divergences. Okay. That's good. Let's see. Let's hold that back up. Come on. Let's check out the 4 hour. Oh, we do have a big divergence there. Big divergence on the 4 hour. Okay. All right. Big divergence on the 4 hour. Okay. And below 50 on there. Okay. That's not the best. Not the best right there. Okay, so Cassius falling. This was falling. This one's coming down. All right. So what is that on the 1 hour as well? Probably. Yep, on the 1 hour as well. Okay. See, 1 hour has a bear flag on it. Looks like it wants to drop. Okay, this one looks like it wants to drop. Okay, so GLD. Okay, let's zoom in here. All right. So we have 336.84, 333 that were consolidation of supports and resistance. Okay, now we broke up above that, hit that 340 area, and then boom, fell below that, got above that, saved it at the last minute. After hours is below it. So we have to say to ourselves, okay, tomorrow, if we're above 336.84, we could say that maybe we could have a chance of going higher. Okay, but if we're below 336.84, then we're gonna go lower. There's nothing else we could say about that. We're gonna go lower if we're below 336.84, because this bear flag right here is gonna fire. $335.50, and it's gonna fire down to 330. It's gonna fire down to 334, and then 333. Okay, so that is what it's looking like. Okay, so GLD, it looks like It looks like we're having a breather on it. A breather on it. Let's take a look at the daily again. Okay, perfect here. Let's zoom in here. All right, perfect. Now this makes perfect sense, right? Because here we had our breakout, right? We had a breakout right here. This is our breakout point. This is our breakout point, 338. Our breakout point here. Okay? We gapped up here. Right? We gapped up here and went to 340.88. All right. Here we gapped down. We gapped down. Okay? And then we went up to 341 and then down. Okay? So this guy right here, this little guy right here is telling you it's tired. It's tired. That's a shooting star. It's a shooting star. When you gap up and you get back down, it's a shooting star. It doesn't matter that this one has a new high. You gapped up here, you gap down here, you leave this little candle in the middle of them. It's telling you that's the top for now. So this is breakout point right here, 338.28. We break out, okay, push through, then we fail and get back under breakout, and then we hold this consolidation zone at 336.84. Okay, we already have a false breakout with good selling volume. Okay, now we're gonna come back down. We're gonna go to 334, most likely. We're gonna go 334 and 333 most likely this week. So I think that GLD's tired. You know, it's been on a heck of a run. Don't get me wrong, but I think it pulls back, most likely back down to 330 and 325, and around. I would probably be looking at it again around 325, maybe in a little bit. Not right now. Not right now. Unless we come back above 338. Because my target was 345, we got to 341.25. We missed it by $3 or $4. You know, and that's okay. We did really well on GLD, and we pretty much sold basically everything at the top. So I'm not mad at it. You know, we pretty much sold everything at the top yesterday. Yesterday. So today, you know, I think we have puts on it, right? We have 335 puts. Because I figured yesterday was the top. And today it popped and then dropped. And we'll see. We'll see. If it could hold above 337 and then push back up above 338, there's a chance. It could still go to 345. But looking at everything, looking at the divergences, looking at the blow off top, looking at how the price action is, I think this one goes down. I think the metals trade is on pause right now. So I'll probably be getting out of silver tomorrow as well. I'll take a look at that next. I'll probably get out of that. And if you're in GLD or any gold, I would pause that trade for now. Because it's tired. It's tired. Let's see. SLV. Okay, SLV topped out yesterday as well. Okay? So it's a sign. It's a sign. Metals are topping out. All right. So that one topped out at 339. Okay, dropped. I think we sold a few of our SLV yesterday, but not all of it. Okay. Okay, that one held. So we missed our target by 50 cents on SLV. Okay. We're holding this area here. Okay, but let's see. Do we have a divergence here? A little bit. Not as bad as GLD. Okay, but I mean, this is kind of the same thing though. We broke out from here. Okay, and then it failed, and now we're here holding this area. 3760 is an area that needs a hold. Okay, oh, definitely hourly had a divergence. And then we can't get back over that 50 on the RSI. That's an indication that it's weak. So I would put a pause on metals for now. Definitely. I mean, they did well. They did well for us. Can't argue with that. They did very well for us. Very well. Nothing wrong with moving on to another trade. We'll revisit it in a little bit, but right now, I think we gotta put that on ice. All right. Put that on ice for now. All right. So if you still got some, take it off. Take it off. Okay. I mean, unless you want to wait till tomorrow and see what it does. But SLV needs to get back over 38 and push back above 38.50. Okay, if it holds 37.60, it needs to get back over 38. If it can hold that area, then maybe it gets over 38.50. Okay, but if it loses 37.60, it's gonna come back down to 36.60, and then 36.20, and then maybe find grounding around 35.40, 35.50. All right, what's next? Microsoft. Okay. All right, Microsoft. Okay, I said I didn't like Microsoft until it's above 520. Okay. Well, Microsoft sold off yesterday. Okay, it bottomed out today. RSI is above 50. You've got a squeeze for me. Yeah, Microsoft might be good. Yeah, now that the Fed rate thing is over, the fear is gone. The drop didn't happen. Nothing really happened. The market just held itself. Okay, that's good. Okay, because whenever something's baked in, it's typically sell the news. If something's baked in and you get it, well, I mean, if something's baked in and it's rallying on that baking in, then it's usually when it's announced and it's already baked in. All right, the anticipation's over. Drop. This one didn't do that. Interesting market. Very strong market. So now Microsoft here, now it's building a bull flag. It's holding above 509, 510. So this one has a good opportunity to set up and push that 520. Yeah, 520. 520. Push through that 520. If it gets that, it's going to re-get this channel, and then this thing could moon. This thing could do really well. So that one, yeah, it's on a strong possibility that it goes higher, especially if the Qs are going to make new all-time highs and go and push. I think Microsoft is going to be one of those that ends up pushing and goes back into the 520s, 550s areas. And then, our top target there is 567 on Microsoft. All right. All right, let me see here. What's next? Okay, Oxy. All right, Oxy. Oxy needs to break that 48. So right here we have a bull flag, little cup and handle mixture. We have a very strong push to that 48. We're above 46. That's a very strong thing. Getting above 46 took basically all year long to get back above 46. Okay, once it breaks through that 48, then this thing could start moving. This thing is built up tension. All of this tension right here, all this built up tension, it wants to go. So as long as we don't fall below 46, this built up tension is trying to go. RSI is above 50, looks good. all this thing here needs to push through. If we break through that 48, we go 50 and 52. And those are going to be the targets. 50, 52, breaks through that 48. All right. TLT, you know, I was looking at this earlier before the market opened. And, yeah, I just didn't like it. I just didn't like it. And then today, when it did what it did, you know, it like popped and then it dropped. You know, I don't know. I don't like it. I mean, overall, I should like it because it broke the downtrend, came back, tested it, and now it's building a bull flag. So overall, long term, I do like it. Short term, I just don't. So, you know, it broke this, and that's great. But shorter term wise, I just don't. I'm not loving it. I do like it longer term, but short term wise, like, don't get me wrong, a nice reversal here. It looks good for the long term. Okay, squeeze building, RSI rising up. Like, all this looks good for the long term. This is monthly. Weekly, it still looks good, except it looks like maybe we get pulled back and consolidate in this zone before it goes again. So that's what I'm kind of feeling like. Feeling like this kind of comes back down here, and then you pick it up in the high 80s, and it consolidates, and then you could go. But as of right now, not liking it near 90. All right, JD hit its 200 SMA today. That was one of our targets, but we need to break through that. Okay, because our main target is 40. Okay, so once we get above that 35.73, we should be making our way to 38.23, and then once we break through that, we should be getting to 40.80, and then that is where the difficulty comes through. Can we break 40? Because between 40 and 43, very hard resistance. 40, we could get there. 40 to 43, difficult. Once you break 45, it's gone. But as of right now, looks great. Straight up, looks great. Okay. All right, hood. Consolidating here for looks like a bull flag. You know, this is breakout point. It broke out, failed, came back inside. Now it's holding and making a little bull flag. It looks like a bull flag, and it looks like it could push, but overall, I don't know. It just looks kind of whatever to me. I'm not excited. You know, anytime you have a big consolidation like this, and then you break out, and then you come back and test it, that's a good sign. But you know, it needs to go. So breaking out, coming back and testing it, holding it, that's good. But now it needs to go. So if it goes, great. Then it could go 120, 127 and 130. All right. Let's get into some banks then, right? JP Morgan. Okay, JP Morgan I like because it just broke out last week. And that's what we got into calls. We had got into calls on JP Morgan, and they did great. They did really great last week and this week. So where are we going on JP Morgan? 320. I think I said that already before. 320. Okay, and 340. 340. They just built a new building in New York, right? Their new JP Morgan building. So, they need that money. So, of course, they're going to be rising up higher. Thought they maybe would have dipped today, but they didn't. They held strong. So, I think banks in general are going to go well and do well. They're all breaking out of all-time highs. JP Morgan, 320, 340. Okay, we got Goldman Sachs broke out here. All right, broke out. Hit these areas here. This one's going to definitely 800. And then I want to say 850. Okay. Here's a bank that is about to break out right now that you can jump on right now. It's BK. So it's consolidating here. It tried to break out right at the end of the day. RSI set up pretty well. Momentum is fine. Everything looks great. It's coiled up. We go 108, 110. Easy swing right here. Easy swing play. I think this one goes. This one goes. It's getting tight. Looks good. The trend is solid. Trend is solid. Okay, it's coiled up right there perfectly. I think it goes 108, 109, 110, 111. So this one, a bank hasn't broken out crazily yet. I think it goes for a nice little swing. I think that one's an easy one. Easy money right there. Okay, another bank that is going, Citibank, Citigroup. Okay, I know we got some longs on this one. This one's doing well, rallying. But this one I like. All this consolidation, we broke out. Okay, and then we made a solid bull flag right here. And we broke out last week, just like we got on the calls last week, just with JP Morgan. And this one's pushing. We're going to push all the way to earnings. Okay, earnings is what? 10:14. So I think we're going to push all the way to earnings. And I'm looking at 110. Looking at 110. Looking at 110. Yeah. Looking at 110. We should hit 105 first. And then at 110. Okay. A stock that just broke out also, Bank of America. Broke out today. Okay. Broke out today. So all these banks are strong. They're cutting interest rates and they're going to be lending more money, right? Lower interest rates maybe causes refinancing. I don't know. Everybody who bought their houses like at 7%, maybe they're going to refinance it right here, low fives, something like that. I don't know. But the market thinks the same so. So Bank of America, man, I remember this stock was, $25, $20. Now look at it, it's $50. But I mean that is over a long time. I think we could see 54 on Bank of America and 56. Okay. All right. 54, 56. Looks good. All right. Banks out of the way, right? Banks out of the way. What are we looking at now? Okay. Let me see here. Okay. Gotta make sure. I gotta make sure you guys, you know, you guys can. Okay. All right. FSLR. It's still grinding up, steadily grinding up, holding that 20 SMA. It's just slowly grinding up, heading towards that, what is it, 220, 221 area. Okay, it's probably going to bottleneck there and then make a giant cup and then consolidate for a while and then maybe break out. But it's not there yet. It's not there yet. All right. All right. Okay, this one. Looks good. Everything above everything it needs to be. Above the moving averages. Today got over the 20 SMA. Looks like it's smooth sailing to 13. Okay, as long as it doesn't have any trouble right here, it's smooth sailing to 13. Let's see. Let's see HR. Okay, ACHR. It looks like it's holding on to this lower end. Okay, if it could continue holding that 877, then it's good. But it looks like it's gonna be a little bit. It needs time. It needs more consolidation. It needs more buyers. But you know, it has a lot of resistance holding it down. 200 SMA. Okay, it's supporting the 20. That's good. Can't lose that 877. But as long as it holds that 877, you know, they could move back into the 9s and the 10s. Okay. Okay. All right, Nvidia. All right, Nvidia. All right, so you know, this is what I was saying about like Nvidia and AMD is like they're kind of being weak. Or the tech was kind of strong, you know, it's still up. Nvidia, we have this value area right here that it can't get past, and it's already tried it several times, and that's not a good sign. And the RSI is just weakening, right? So the RSI is just weakening, and we can't get past it. It can't get past the 50 on the RSI. So it's telling it's weak. You know, it's weak. So you know, I'm not throwing it out because it could definitely be, you know, building a bull flag, you know, on the weekly or even on the monthly. You know, but I'm not a big giant fan of it right now. I'm not a big giant fan of it. And if it does lose 167, you know, it could drop to that 158 and more. So I think it's in limbo right now. You know, it's in limbo. Until it gets past like 180 or it gets past 160, 165, it's pretty much in limbo. Yeah. Okay. RGTI. What a monster on this one, huh? What a monster. What a monster. We got this at $7. $8. We bought this stock. Options. And it's just been killing it. We bought leaps and we got long calls. Been killing it. It's going to 24. We just broke out. Let's see here. Yeah. We broke out of all-time highs. Going to 24 and then 27. This is a major play. Major play. Okay, and we just broke out of this channel. So that means we're gonna run to 24 and we're gonna run to 25. Maybe even run to 27. That's it. That's an insane play. Looks great. Looks amazing. I'm still holding my leaps. They're doing great. All right. Okay, PayPal. RSI still can't break that 50. Okay, you need to get above 69. That's a wall right there. Got to get above that 69 and push. If you don't do that, you're going to get rejected and just stay in this limbo, I'm just not a fan of playing stocks like this. Consolidation, I'm just not a fan. Once they break out, I'll dabble. But when they're in this chop zone, choppiness, I'm not trying to pick a bottom when it's in chop. So, if you want to buy it near 64, cool. But otherwise, this isn't telling me anything. It's in chop. It needs to be above 70. It needs to be above 70, 50. More importantly, it needs to be above 80. And then I'll look at it. But otherwise, it's just frustration. Looking at the stock chart right here is just frustrating. It's frustration. If you get the bottom, cool. But, it's frustration to me. Not looking like a stock I want to be in. Okay. CMG. It looks like it's in the toilet. Okay, not yet. Almost in the toilet. I wouldn't touch this stock until it was 36. So I think it has room to go. Yeah, I think it has room to go. Let's see. Yeah, no divergence on the weekly. Okay. You don't got a divergence on the weekly, on the daily, but you do have a double bottom, which could be something. It doesn't have to be, but it could be. But you're trying to catch a falling knife right here, so I don't know what you want me to tell. I will never advise somebody to catch a falling knife. Does it look like it bottomed? Not really. Like I said, I wouldn't touch it until it was 36. Okay. BBIA looks look, this is a stock that this stock is gonna be most likely, I'm not gonna say it's gonna be just like RGTI, but I'm gonna tell you that it's gonna be one of those stocks where you buy long term and just leave it and don't look at it. That's what I bought leaps for this thing yesterday. Yeah. Yeah. Or was it? Yeah, yeah, yesterday. About leaps for it. Okay. And once it gets over 660, it's gonna set up that bull flag. Gonna set up this bull flag here. It needs to get over that 660. Set up that bull flag, and then over a longer term frame, we could double up and go to 11, 12, 13 bucks. Okay. RSI on the weekly looks great. It's holding 50, turning up. This is holding the 20 SMA, turning up. It needs time though. You know, this isn't gonna happen tomorrow. It needs time. So if you want to buy long term, buy it. Don't look at it. It needs over 660, and then we could set up for a potential push to 11, 12. Okay. SPY already did it. Okay. All right. Lift. Okay. Big breakout today on Lift, huh? We've been in Lift Lotto. Leaps for a little while now. Finally made a break. Now, so I'm looking at Lift at the long term. Okay, long term, because we got leaps. We bought more leaps yesterday before this breakout, which was great. It was amazing. But here, this is the key. This is the key. So we're consolidating in this brick here. Consolidating in this brick, and then we just broke out. So where are we going? Very good potential that we go to 30. Okay, 30. Very good potential that we go 25.50. All right, go. So I don't like this candle per se, but tomorrow I'm going to get more information and see what that looks like. But as of right now, I love the weekly. I love the monthly. This daily candle, I do not love. But I will see more tomorrow, because it matters what tomorrow's candle is rather than what today's candle is. But it does set up the candle for today for tomorrow. So if tomorrow's candle is bad, then this one's really bad. Okay? If tomorrow's candle is good, then this candle doesn't mean shit. All right? Okay. All right. Okay, SoFi, another one of those stocks that we got cheap. We got at I think we got at $7 too. Yeah, we got it down here at like $7-8. And then we double dipped. We sold some right here. Then we dropped again when it was like $9. We got more. And now it's at 29 to 27 bucks. Our leaps are murdering it. We have what, $12 leaps on this? Wow. Insane. And it looks great. Let me clear all this out, because it already hit all of those targets here. Let's go on the monthly. All right, so this has potential. Okay, this has big potential here. Okay, but now I understand why it's kind of slowing down. Okay. All right, yeah, that makes perfect sense. These are slowdown candles. I don't like them. Okay. Okay, this is breakout point here. Okay, this is all-time highs here, and this is the rejection area from the all-time highs. So we're right in the middle of it. So this is why it's slowing down. Okay, it makes sense. So I would expect consolidation before we break out. So I don't think it goes just yet. Can it? Yeah, sure it can. You know, I just said banks look great. SoFi is a bank. Okay. So I think it stays in here for a little bit before it breaks out, but it looks good overall. I think it still goes higher. I think it breaks all-time highs, and we go into the 30s. It looks good, but I think it goes this week. I don't know. I don't think so, but I think it at least needs a week in consolidation before it breaks out the all-time highs. Okay. All right. Let's see here. All right. Google. Okay, Google. Google looks great, but I think it's a little tired. Let's check it out. Okay. Okay, 4 hour looks fine. 1 hour. Okay, 1 hour looked horrible yesterday. Okay, and then we did dip. Where did we dip to? 246. Okay. All right. So, if Google could hold 247.50. 247.50. If it could hold that, this could set up and either go sideways or set up for another breakout. Might have another breakout coming. Might have it. Okay, so we have that gap up. We have the gap up, run, gap up. Okay, hold off here. Okay, we have a bull flag set up here. Okay, but we need to hold this, and then we need to build something. I mean, the little bull flag is built already. So we break out here. We got to break that 253. We could hit that. We could break that 253. Then, we could make a rate at 255 and 260. Okay, it does look strong. It looks good. One key point is that, the sell volumes are lower than the buy volumes. So that's good. That's a good indication that it could go higher. Okay. It held well today. Even though it went down, it rallied back up. So not knocking on Google at all. Looks good. Looks good. AMD already did. Okay. Baby AI did it again. Already did it. I believe I did Apple. Did I? I don't remember. I don't remember if I did Apple, but it's stuck at 240. So, it's rejected there. It rejected there. It needs to push through that 240. If it could push through that 240, we got 244, 250. But it needs to push through. Having trouble with that 240. You want to short RGTI? Absolutely not. Why would you do that? That's like the most horrible idea ever. It just broke out all-time highs, and it broke out from a channel breakout, and the channel breakout broke out to all-time highs, which did it on almost 200% of volume. Strong candles for the past 5 days. I would not short that. I would not short that at all. Okay. I don't really know what this stock is, but it does not look that exciting. Does not look that exciting. So weekly is coiled up. Okay, RSI above 50. Squeeze is set up with firing up, but there's no movement. There's no follow through. Okay. There's potential, sure. Potential, sure. It looks like a gappy stock. But yeah, consolidation's tight. Okay, our size holding on to 50. That's good. It has potential to break out. Yeah, but might take another week or two. But I don't know. That stock does not look like it has much liquidity. Let's see. 4.4. It's okay. Um, yeah, I don't know. When it's all choppy and gappy like this, I never like those. I get worried with liquidity problems. Okay. 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 Grab. All right, grab. Grab broke out. I noticed it broke out like 3 days ago, right? And it hit our target one at 6:30. I know we have $5.50 leaps on this. Finally broke out. This took forever to break out of. So what is it doing now? Well, it's building a bull flag now. So hit our target and then pulled back. Huge volume. I mean, look at that. 289. Looks good. I think it builds that and then it goes to 7. So I think it's still good. I'm still holding my leaps. I think it still goes good. I mean, look at this volume. It's nonstop, huge volume. 5 days in a row, over average volume. Looks great to me. Looks great to me. Oracle already did. Tesla. Did I already do that? Yeah, I think so. Yeah, I already did that. Netflix. Okay, Netflix. Okay, here's Netflix. It's in a sideways channel. It's right at its moving averages. It's above its moving averages here. Slightly, but it's still in this sideways channel. So you could push up to 1246, but I'm not sure if you push through it. It looks good overall, but I mean, Netflix is it's still consolidating. This just screams consolidation to me. There's not real setup or anything. It's just consolidation, just sideways consolidation. Okay, Baidu, huh? Well, look at that. We hit 140. Then we bought some 140 leaps 3 days ago. I think so. 2 days ago. I don't know. Well, a couple days ago. I mean, it was either Monday or Tuesday. Yeah. It's already hitting 140. Let's see. Monster. Okay, let's Monster breakout. Monster volume. Squeeze firing. Okay. I think this could make it to 150. Okay, so we got above all moving averages. Monthly here. Okay, we're going to run into the 200 SMA at 141. Okay, then 147 is the 100 SMA. I think we could still make it to 150, especially with the strength. Yeah, I think you could take that profit at 150. I mean, if you're happy tomorrow when the market opens and it's, you're at 140 and you're happy with it, and like, why not take it? You don't have to be greedy. But it looks great, and we the leaps and all that, we just got them. So I think they're for what did I get them for? Did I even get leaps? No, I didn't. I got January. I got January 16th 140 calls. Okay, so they're not leaps. They just I always entertain January with leaps with it, but I mean January is only a couple months away now, so it's not a leap. So it's January 2026, not 2027. So yeah, those are gonna be pretty damn good. But yeah, I think it could go to 156. But you might have a little trouble at 141 and 143. But if you don't, then you're easily gonna go to 156. So I mean, why not bank it? Bank it whenever. If you're up over 200%, why not? Why not? About to see. What did they close at? What did they close at? January 140 calls. Oh, they're way over 200%. Okay, so if tomorrow they're like 300-400%, why not take it off? We bought them for $8 or $9, and they're what, $30 now. So that's That's definitely over 200%. And if tomorrow they're 300-400%, why not? I'm going to take some off. Easy money. That one is easy money. We've been getting a lot of bangers lately, huh? A lot of them. It rains and pours both ways. Okay. All right, let's see. Okay. Let's see here. Okay. This one, I said it was going to chop all this area, so it's doing exactly what I said it's going to do, and doesn't look like it's going to do anything different. So, chop sideways, do nothing. No, it has potential, but in like a couple weeks. Okay. Okay, so the market went or didn't do anything, and then Bitcoin also kind of didn't do anything. It just held, but it held above 114. That's what we needed to do. Okay, but it's still just holding, chilling, right? It has a squeeze forming, everything. So Bitcoin looking like it's holding and ready to push. Okay. So there's that resistance there that needs to get over. Okay, and we need to get over that in order to get back in this area. Okay, even if we consolidate in there, that's a better positive overall than being down here. Okay. All right. Oh, here, let me. All right, let's see here. BE. Okay, BE. That's another stock we got in. What, like a couple weeks ago, 2 weeks ago? We got in. No, we got in before 50, right? I think because we got 55 leaps. So I want to say we got it before it was 50. I want to say maybe it was 50, and then we got it at 55. We got it somewhere. Like, yeah, maybe we got it at 50, and then now it's at $80. Leaps are banging. And then we got more leaps. Or no, we got just regular calls. Regular calls, it may be a leap. I think maybe a leap too. It's at 80 right now. It's on a reason why I got more of it today was because it broke out. It broke out of its R side today. And that means it's strong. So once I saw that, I said, all right, load it up. I said, all right, even though it's even though it passed on my targets at 60, I think it was, and it's at 80 and it's going crazy, but I mean the volume keeps getting higher. Like, volume keeps rising. Why am I gonna not partake in something so strong like that the volume continues to ride as the price goes higher? It's not like the volume is dying as the price goes higher and the RSI is dying, the price goes higher. Like, then I would be like, okay, then we got a problem. But when the volume's increasing, the price is increasing, I'm like, all right, let's go. The RSI is increasing, let's go. Like, this thing is gonna keep going. So, targets for you. We got 100 for sure. Target there. Got 110. Got 90. Okay. And then, I'd be a little cautious at 100, but looking at this such strength, I don't know. I think we blow past it. I really do. I think we have a hiccup between 110 and 120. That's what I'm thinking. Our hiccups start at 110, 120. Just because of the sheer strength of this stock. So, yeah, let's ride it. Why not? Bloom energy, man. This is boom energy. Shoot, love it. Nice plays, and then we got nice setups as well in the banks. So yeah. All right, guys. That's all I got for you tonight. Hope you guys enjoyed, and see you guys next week. All right, guys. Good night.